Good morning. I'm at the Mojave Mile. I just drove onto an airport runway and I'm driving a 1954 Studebaker. So, brand new thing to me. I'm really looking to have a good time. I think we're capable of something upwards of 180 miles an hour in a straight line.
And this is the car. This is the second Studi Lem has built, basically designed to go really fast for a really long time. So we just got done with our driver's meeting and they wanted us to come do a track drive, which is pretty nice because you get to come see the whole track and pretty much the visuals that you're going to need, especially having never done this before. It's always nice to be able to see what you're going to be doing. They want us to keep it down to 40 miles an hour, but yeah, looks like a runway. It's kind of funny to actually be in a car on a runway compared to like coming down in an airplane just looking out the side of the thing. Pretty surreal experience. It's crazy how vast it is too. You got a whole bunch of airplanes hanging out there and then just a massive amount of pavement. So I can see why they picked this place to go 200 plus miles an hour. Looks like there's some flags that kind of keep us in line with where we're at. I think this is the quarter-mile flag. And they do a full mile flag or so, or half mile, full mile. Pulling up on the finish line now, and it's actually pretty nice. They put up these LED trigger lights that actually just went off, but they're pretty bright, and you know, that's like a pretty nice thing to have, I guess, when you're going 200 miles an hour. It definitely took a lot longer to get down here at 40 miles an hour than I was anticipating, so probably gonna be quicker at 200 miles an hour feeling, but it does make you realize that this is actually 1.5 miles is a pretty long way. I mean, being my only basis running the mile in high school. Lem wanted to do the first pass to make sure everything was dialed in and safe for me to have a whirl. He stayed within our tech speed of a maximum 170 miles an hour and seemed to think it was safe enough for me. Well, Lem just did a pass. He did about 162. Said the gear was fine, so it's my turn now. I got my gear on. We just lined up.
How did it run?
See how we do.
Well,
but hopefully gonna keep it in that like kind of speed, because if I can do that, we can upgrade to a faster speed and see if we can get anything more out of this thing. Still got plenty of time. I'm about to hop in. Probably gonna get the 5-minute board pretty soon here.
the mile speed didn't get him a new shirt.
Fellow with a blue shirt over there ran a Mustang back in 2011, he was a rookie the same time I was.
I was surprisingly pretty nervous, especially considering this would be the fastest sprint of my life in racing. But all the waiting builds it up. Well, that was pretty awesome. It's like pretty sketchy, and I had a lot of nerves going up to it because I didn't know what I was going to do. But it ran 163, 164. And you know what? Like, I got not a good start. I was just kind of rolling into it. I didn't even full throttle first gear.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
I mean, it spools up so fast.
But I saw it get up to 167 on the speedometer before I passed. So I just
You mean on the GPS?
on the GPS I looked down, and so I just rolled out of it.
Oh.
And so I came through at 163, so we can retech and probably go a little bit faster. Eventually get into like the high 170s.
You know, just run it.
Yeah. And, well, I'll go tell them we can retech now. That was badass. It's a little bit sketchy because it's like a little jumpy. There's like a lot of bumps. Like this thing doesn't stay super planted in the front over those things, but I jumped back in for another go with a higher tech speed, pretty much all or nothing. And here's what that looked like. Well, that was pretty badass. We did 10 miles an hour faster than we did the first run. It's crazy out there. Like, the wind is getting definitely a lot more obvious, and I had a couple like moves around, or like I backed out a little bit, so I'm sure there's like a few mile an hour left in it for sure. Also started to run out of gear that time, but oh my god, getting up to that speed, it's like pretty badass feeling. You can see why so many people like this. So fortunate to be able to get this opportunity because it's just badass. It's really cool. So yeah, maybe we'll get one more run, see if we can go a little bit faster, but apart from that, I'm stoked. Howdy.
I love your car, man.
Well, all in all, that was an awesome experience. I got a little ticket that said 173 miles an hour, which is probably the fastest I've been in my life so far. I'm really excited to come back and try to best that, but for now I'll hang out in my toolbox and be proud. And I gotta thank Dennis Berkheimer for letting me drive his car so much, Lem for prepping it and making it awesome. Mojave Mile event is awesome if you have a hot rod. I'm even thinking about coming back on my Fiat and taking the roof rack off it and seeing how fast that thing will go. But definitely recommend this event. They're professional people.